Saudi Arabia, they find Jabal al-Laws. Guess what? That means mountain of laws. And the Bible says Mount Sinai is in Arabia. Mary Nell gave us a piece of the rock from the top. It's still burned. It was a fire up there. The rock is still burned. So yeah, it was just amazing. And that's another story, smite the rock. Okay. So yes, I do believe Ron found a lot of things. I think the people who are criticizing him are just simply jealous because they didn't find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on it, because they encountered it on their way to Mount Sinai, which is the rock of Horeb, or Horeb, however you pronounce it.
I think it's Horeb. I don't
Horeb,
know.
yeah.
Here it is right here, Exodus 17. God said, because the people were complaining, like, we're thirsty, we're hungry, there's no water, there's no food. You took us into the desert, Moses. What are you doing? Why are we out here? God said, thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. Now, a lot of Bible pictures show a little bit trickle of water coming out. There were 600,000 men, plus women, plus children, probably 2 million people following Moses. You need more than a trickle of water, and everybody lining up with a cup. No, this one's a little better, but it's actually, this is the rock right here.
Yeah.
That's from a half mile away. It's a 5-story, told us a 5-story building.
Huge.
That rock is huge. It is split right down the middle. And from both sides, water came pouring out so fast it eroded the rock. He said, our fathers were under the cloud, 1 Corinthians. They passed through the sea and baptized into Moses. They did eat the spiritual meat and drank the same spiritual drink. And of that spiritual rock, the rock that followed them, the rock was Christ. I believe God made the water coming out of that rock, and as the people wandered back up to where they're supposed to go, promised land, God made the river follow them. So they always had drinking water. The only clue for that is 1 Corinthians chapter 10. But so God gave them water, and then he gave them food right out of heaven, manna, which is angel food, for 40 days, 40 years. And they still complained and griped. Some people, you take care of all their needs, give them a welfare check, give them a car, give them, all, and they still complain. That's human nature, I guess. So they crossed, instead of crossing here, where the skeptics will say that it's just shallow water, they crossed and went across. This is not the Sinai Peninsula. They were trying to get from Egypt up to the Promised Land. It would make sense to go, northeast, but no, they want to cross. Trying to get up here.
Yeah.
But they should not call that the Sinai Peninsula. Tell them I said so. Hey, if Trump can change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, let's see if he can change Sinai Peninsula to, I don't know, something. I'll call him. He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, tell him I said hello. Tell him to give me a call. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Okay, good. I think he's a little busy.
Yeah. So why do you think Moses disobeyed God there instead of smiting? He hit it with the staff. Why do you think he did that?
Well, the first time God said, smite the rock, and he did, hit it with the staff, and the water came out. Then later, they're complaining again, and God said, speak to the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses hit it instead. And because of that, he did not get to go into the Promised Land.
Why did he disobey
God? Well, why he did it, I don't know, but why it breaks the typology, the symbolism. Jesus only needs to be smitten one time. He's the rock of ages. And he's the rock upon which the church is built, and it needs to be smitten once, and it was. So by smiting it a second time, it violated the symbolism God wanted. Now, if you need something from God, you just speak to him. Lord, help me out, whatever. You don't have to smite him. He's already been smitten once. Moses, I think, was frustrated with the stupid Jews that were trying to follow him, and they complained about everything, like they still do today sometimes, And so Moses, maybe just out of frustration, hit the rock and angry at the people probably more than God.